Hey, beautiful people, it's your girl T, and I'm back, y'all. Yes, I'm back, and I am back to do something kind of interesting. Occasionally I go through my books and destash things that I don't want anymore and look through books I haven't colored to gain or regain a love for those books so that I can get into those books. And color and stuff in those books. And then I come across books that I have completed. So, yes, we are going to take a look through my completed coloring books. And this might be a long video. I might do it in two parts depending upon how far I get and how tired I get. But I have, I think, 12 or 13 completed coloring books here. And I'm going to go through them from the first through the latest. So I hope that you guys will enjoy this video and gain some inspiration from some of these completed books. And so let's go ahead and get started. Let me move this out of the way and we'll start with Country Charm. All right. So let me zoom in a little bit. My very first completed coloring book is Country Charm by Teresa Goodridge. And what a great book to try and finish. It was great. So this one I completed in 2018. And I want to say this might have been right around COVID or shortly before. And so this one was a labor of love. I used markers, alcohol markers, I believe, on every page to base it. And then I used colored pencils. And you know what's really cool about looking at books you've completed in the past, going through many years, is to kind of see how much you've gotten better or maybe stayed the same. And so I like to look through these and just see what I've done. And this was a, monochromatic page. I was doing this book with a group, so this is really fun to do. And I love Teresa Goodridge. Her images are just absolutely beautiful. So, yeah. I had some favorite pages, like this was one of my favorite pages. This was pencil only. So I like the way it turned out, nice and soft. And this was one of my favorite pages here, another monochromatic page using all purples. There's another monochromatic page or grayscale page. I had fun with that. So yeah, this is a great book, and I'm so happy to have finished it. Now, of course, when you're going through these books to complete, there are some pages that are not my favorite, like, especially those with horses and some of the animals, because I'm not so good at animals. But I did have fun doing this, and my goal was to use bright colors because that's just what I like, are bright colors. They make me smile, make me happy. And so a lot of the buildings I did in bright colors, or my favorite color, which is pink. I think this was one of my least favorite pages. But yeah, so it's so cool to kind of go back and see. I haven't went through this book since 2018. So it's been a minute since I've seen this book, this completed book. So, and people ask me, what do I do with them? I don't give them away. I don't trash them. I just keep them. Something just to look back at, when I, want to. So yeah, that is my first completed coloring book, Country Charm by Teresa Goodridge. My next completed book is Desert Wonderland by Rachel Reinhardt, a serene coloring retreat. Now this book unfortunately fell apart on me. This is my second completed coloring book, and I completed this one as well in 2018. So I was a busy woman in 2018. This book started falling apart, so I have a lot of tape in here. But this is a beautiful coloring book. I think this was her first coloring book. And I think she has another one out right now. I don't have it yet. But this one, I just wanted to have fun with it. You know, bright colors. You know, and this one did get, I remember this one being like, almost like getting on my nerves because of all of the cactus plants. And I was like, I'm tired of coloring cactus the same color. So as we get further into this book, you'll notice that I started changing the color of the cactus. But this was a single-sided book, so I was able to use markers. This is one of my favorite pages right here. Really pretty. So just a lot of beautiful cactus. And I just tried to do something different. As you can see here, it was green, but I added like blue shading on it just to kind of change it up. I love this page. These bright feathers. Bright pots. Just lots of nice bright colors. This is an all pencil page. I do try to do that with coloring, you know, full books. Try to do pages in all pencil. Not all, you know, with marker base. Just trying to fix it up or change it up a bit. This was another nice one I enjoyed coloring. This one was all markers. This was another page I loved in this book. I love the colors. I love how she turned out. I love her eyes. Then we have skulls and stuff in here. Animal skulls. So those weren't the fun pictures for me to color, but I did it. As you can see, lots of nice images in here. The paper is pretty nice. And here's where I was like, I'm so sick of cactus plants right now. And I started changing up the colors. As you can see, we have a yellow one here. And then I went to purples and magentas just to change it up. Did some two-toned ones. Purples and just crazy colors. I was just so fed up with it. Not that this artwork isn't beautiful and fun to color. It's just that there were so many of them. And so like I couldn't see myself coloring a book with all mushrooms and saying I'm going to do that whole book, because I would get so sick of coloring mushrooms that I would probably go crazy like that and just start coloring cactus all different colors, which you can do. I mean, it's your book and you can have fun with it. This one's all neon. This is another beautiful page. I had fun coloring this one, a dark skin beauty. And then we have more. But yeah, I just really enjoyed just kind of thinking outside of the box. It helped me just reach a little deeper and think about other ways to color cactus. This was a mess up page, so but it was finished. So yeah, then we have some purple purple ones. And then this is the end of the book. This is her actual artwork. And yeah, and so that is Desert Wonderland, a serene coloring retreat by Rachel Reinhardt. My third finished coloring book, which I thoroughly enjoyed, is Romantic Country by Erie. Yes, I have completed an Erie coloring book, and I completed this one in 2020. And it was a fun one. Hopefully I can get this. I might have this to zoom out a bit, but we'll see. So this one, I kind of threw everything at this. Now, I do know in this one, there's bleed through from certain Prismacolors bleeding through like that. That will happen over time with this. I think it's, what is it? The permanent, not permanent red. Process red is the one that does that. So if you're ever coloring with process red, just know it's going to seep through over time. Unless you treat your page and do all that stuff. So, but yeah, so these ones I just did like with watercolor wash because it's a map, right? I don't want to do too much to it. It's just a map. So did a quick watercolor wash. And then it goes into the book. This one, you guys, I had so much fun coloring. I did whatever I wanted to do, and I had a great time with it. Some pictures I like more than others. Like this one I didn't really care for because the metallics did not really like this paper. So the splotchy metallic watercolors. So, but I love doing this book. So after, of course, when I finish completing a book, I kind of don't want to see the book, the illustrator again. As you can see here, I have process red coming through the back, but that's okay. It is what it is. Still beautiful book. And I just had fun, y'all. I just did different color schemes and things like that. Here's process red again, coming through. But that color is so beautiful, and I just had to add it in here. This is one of my favorite pages, y'all. I added like so much sparkle and bling, and I had to cover up process red. Process red still showing through, but not as much in the background as it was before, and I love this. This is so nice. I really do. And then my picture frames, did all of those in a metallic watercolor. I do remember that. So it's really fun, y'all. Of course, had to have my pink houses. I did a lot of Lyra Aquacolor as the like base, and then color pencils on top. Lots of Prismacolor pencil. So fun. I'm really proud of myself for finishing as many books as I did, because it's not easy. And for those of you who are trying, keep going. You know, you can do it as simple. This page I hate, but you can do it as simple or complex as you want. You know, I really took my time with this one because I really wanted it to be like, you know, really visually appealing to look at, you know, even after time. So I'm really happy with this one. And I do have her second and third. I've colored, I think, a picture in both of them, but I have not attempted to do a whole nother one. I kind of want to do, you know, complete books by different illustrators before I come back to the same illustrator again. And I think I have done that. I think I do have two of the same for this. That's only because it was with a group. I really love this page here. All of my pastries. I love the way I did this. Just really fun. I just had a blast in this book. And I think you can kind of tell. I mean, it's very vibrant, very fun. Different color schemes, and I had fun doing those clouds. This is another one of my favorite pages. This one was based with Lyra Aquacolor, I do know, with some Prismacolor, and I just love how it turned out. Just a gorgeous completed book. very bright and pretty. We have more processed red. Processed red! It's coming through. And this one I like because I did lots of shimmer for snow. But that darn processed red, you know, it's just not very nice, but it's so beautiful. And that is the end of my completed romantic country book. Next, I completed Mystery Mosaics, book 1. And this was done in 2020. So I think this is during COVID. Because I kind of remember coloring this, these kind of books. My mind was like all over the place. And I was, you know, we were trying to figure out how to work from home. And figuring out how to manage my team and all that stuff from home. It was a lot. And I think I chose these books, or this book, because it was just so easy. So if you've never done one of these, this is by Mindware, I believe. Sorry, y'all, let me look. Is it Mindware? They have a website, and you can actually go and purchase these. Now, I did purchase a lot of these, but I have since destashed many of them, and I've only kept a few. And mainly because I've done a whole book. I'm like, I don't think I want to do another whole one. This is a double pager. Let me take it out. These are really fun. And I did these with, some with Stabilo, some with Crayola Super Tips. I don't think I used alcohol markers, but I could have. So I'll put that back. But this one was really fun and quick and easy. I think I went through this book so fast. Again, you know, not much to think about. Just pick a color and go. And when you're having a lot of things on your mind, it's these books that come to the rescue, in my opinion. It's these books that come to the rescue because you're still doing what you like to do, but you don't have to think about it too much. And you can just use it for its purpose to make you feel calm and comforted. That's what I use coloring for, is also to ease my mind. Sometimes when I'm not feeling the best mentally, I'll come and color. So these books really helped me during COVID. So, and then that was a random additional bonus page. And yeah, and that is Mystery Mosaics. And this was my fourth completed coloring book in 2020. The next book I completed, yes, I completed this book, is Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denise Klett. This was a work from the heart. This book is amazing. However, after I completed this book, you guys, this is a very thick coloring book. If you have any of Denise Klett's coloring books, there are tons of pages. I don't know why we decided to choose this one as a finish, as a buddy color for the group, but we did. And I finished mine. And this was completed in 2020. It was my 5th completed book. So, and this one was fun. But after completing this book, I said, I don't ever want to see another gnome for the rest of my life. I've colored enough gnomes to last me a lifetime. But I know I'll probably end up coloring gnomes again. But this was so fun. This book was so fun to color. I had to come up with different color schemes and different ways to color it. And I used markers. I used pencils. This was all metallic pencils. I do know that. I just try to get a little creative, you know, because after a while, everything seems the same. Even though they're not. It's just because they're gnomes. And I mean, how many different ways can you color a gnome? So I try to figure that out. Some of them have darker skin, like they're sunburned. Some of them have light skin. Some are brown. So yeah, This was a fun book, and I did lots of watercolor backgrounds in this one. I used stickles and things like that to make glitter. Cool color schemes. This one I drew in my own background, very lightly. She was so fun. Love how she turned out. Another fun one. I mean, every page I kind of tried to, you know, think outside the box, unless it was something like this. I'm like, I'm just going with it. I don't, like this one was no shading. It was just all super tips, I believe, and just glitter gel pens. I was like, I'm not doing anything else. But yeah, so very, very fun. This was a lot of gel pen work. Lots of cute pages. Some of them I just, you know, just color it. Don't do anything special. This is one of my favorite pages. I love the way I colored this house. Different types of backgrounds. Some with no backgrounds. You don't have to color a background every time, you know. This one was really fun. I had one of those marble gel pens, and I use it for all the stones. So they have like this marble look to them. This one was a basic page. I think I just used gel pens and called it a day. This one was so fun to do. Again, no background. You don't always need a background. And this is me and my bestie. I had to do one from her and I, so that was fun. Then I started changing up colors and doing wild stuff, y'all. This is really fun. Looking at this, I haven't seen this book since since 2020. So 5 years ago, y'all, I did this book. 5 years ago. Actually, June of last year. I see some saying June of last year. I think I finished this up by the end of the year. And then we get into like the winter pages, and I did lots of glitter and sparkle with these. The snow is like all sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see that. Lots of sparkle. So I used all different kinds of glitter to achieve the sparkle. I love this one because the ice, I used a white metallic watercolor. Really fun. See, this book just keeps going and going. Oh gosh, this is so nice. I love this book. And it's so cool to see my gnomes again. They make me smile. They're so cute. Even though I just like was done with it. Right about here, I was done with gnomes. I was like, I don't want to see another gnome for the rest of my life. But you know, I wanted to complete my goal, which was finishing this. These are some of my favorites here. I love the way I did this page. I just love it. Gorgeous. And this one was really fun too. I had a lot of fun doing that. You could kind of tell what pages I like the most by the extra effort. Some of these pages are just like, just get it done. This one I screwed up, so I just made it like a silhouette. I don't like it. It's probably the worst page in the book. But yeah, we just kept it moving. Keep going. This is another page I didn't do so well on. But it's finished, you know. And I started enjoying this again. Coloring that. I love that one. Yeah. Look at her. I love this page. So cool. That's supposed to be me coloring that or painting that. And that is the end of Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denise Collette. The next book I completed was The Ink House by Rory Dobner. This one, when did I complete this one? In 2021, and this was number 6 of my completed books. So I did a lot of ink tints in this book, y'all. So I did that. A lot of this was ink tints and colored pencils. In this book, oh my gosh, I absolutely loved coloring this book. And I thoroughly enjoyed every page of this book. I was so sad when this book ended. I was like, I want to color more. But it had to end, y'all. And all I can say is, you know, there are those books out there that you're just like, you know, because this is not really a coloring book, y'all. Most of us colorists who know about this book started coloring in this book and was like, no, we're going to color it. But I just had an absolute blast in this book. I used pink on every page. That was my goal. And I achieved it. I have lots of like metallic watercolors along with those ink tints. Sometimes I shaded and sometimes I didn't. Then I have some gel pens in here. And I think this turned out to be a beautiful page. Another one of my favorites are both of these two. And I do have like jelly rolls. I mean, not jelly rolls. I think that's Sparkle Pop. And just had a blast in here. Some of the pages were a little harder than others. Like this one was a little hard because of all the little suction cups. I didn't want to color all of that, so I just did it my way. All of our little teapots. This is another one of my favorites. I love the way my cheetah turned out. I love his pink scarf. And then I love this one too, the pink chair. Yeah, pink was in every page. Love my fox. And I love his wallpaper. And of course his drinks had pink. And his sofa. Did like a sunrise cup down here. Lots of pink beauty in here. Another one of my favorite pages. So cute. I love this one. I mean, I just had a wonderful time in here, and I hope that Rory Dobner comes out with another one so I can attack it with more pink. I love this one too. Just so lovely. So if you're new to coloring and this is your first time stopping in and you don't even know anything about this, check out this book. You may want to get this book. So these are my horses. I wanted to make them like fantasy style, and I love that I kept the floor the same throughout the book. So the last pages you saw, the floor was yellow and white. And I have my sparkly horses coming through there. As you can see here, I kept the floor, again, yellow and white. The badger is stealing something. And he's pissed off about something. Now, this one was hard because it was already black and white. So I said, okay, that'll be another room and we won't worry about coloring it yellow. But I kept my fox in the same color. I just love this book, you guys. And then it ended. I don't think there was anything back here. Oh, yes, we have a page of bugs. And all the bugs in pink. But that is my completed Ink House by Rory Dobner. The next book I completed was Geomorphia by Kirby Rosanes. He is one of my favorites. So when I took the challenge to do this book, I said, I'm going to finish it. I love him. I love his artwork, and this will get done. And this one was completed in 2021. And this is my 7th completed coloring book. This one, you guys, I had a lot of fun. This is probably one of my favorite books I've completed besides The Ink House. And of course, Romantic Country. Because I put everything into every page because I wanted to do these pages justice. And so I just had a blast with it. So yeah, and I use a lot of Prismacolor and, did I base? Some of these may be based with marker. Some may not. Some of them I based with Allure Aquacolor crayons. This page I had already done, but I went in and redid, like, brightened up some of the areas, darkened up this pink house, and just kind of like made it pop a little more than it was before. Oh, love this page. I love my clouds. I love the way I did the water and the sand down here. And I have sparkles on the waves. Oh, I love that. It's beautiful. This one, I got a lot of compliments on this page. This was another favorite page of mine. I had an absolutely great time coloring it. Beautiful. This one was fun too. This was actually a mess up. So yeah, I said, you know what? I'm going to do like a glossy sky, like a shiny sky, to kind of match these colors. And I think it turned out really well. Very nice page. This one was a challenge. I could only use like 4 mediums or 5 mediums, and just those 5. And so I was able to accomplish all of this with just 4 or 5 mediums. So I love my pink clouds there. This is so nice. Here's another favorite of mine. Of course, you guys, all the pink. I have a pink waterfall that's sparkly. I have pink, purple, and blue clouds. And lots of green. Hot air balloons and airplanes. Another cool page. I just love doing this book. It was so fun. This one here, I have all of the seahorses are pink. I just wanted to make pink in this book. This was another favorite page of mine. I love it. I love this elephant sitting there like that. Beautiful. And this was a monochromatic page I really, really enjoyed. And I was able to just use those colors in this whole page. Just blues and turquoise colors. And I think it turned out really well. I love it. Here's another pretty page. I had fun with this one too. We have our snail. And I did purples, and I have a little pink house up here. But I believe I did purple for Lupus Awareness Month. For this one, I have like little pink houses in there though. This one was an easy page. No pink but into the sky here. This one was pretty tedious. I just was like, you know what? Gel pens. Gel pens and black Posca. And then I used some metallic watercolor. I think it turned out pretty good though. And here is another fave of mine. I did all of these jellyfish in neon colors, and then I outlined them with white gel pen, and it turned out really, really nice. I love that. Another favorite page. Like all of these pages are my favorite, right? But this is another favorite page of mine. I love my neon clouds. I kind of just went crazy with it, and it turned out really nice. And then I have some stickles, in the water until it gets to his until it gets to the top of the snake's body to kind of like morph it. And then we have our pink giraffes. I love it. And that was the end of the book, y'all. It ended so fast. I love this book. One of my favorite books completed. That's Geomorphia by Kirby Rosanes. Next book I completed was Nice Little Town 10. This one was completed in 2021, and it's my 8th completed coloring book. This one I did not like, y'all. And I'm just going to be honest. After I colored this book, I gave away most all of these books. I just didn't find too much pleasure in coloring this. But this was done with a group, so I just went ahead and did it. I did everything in this. I used watercolors. I used markers, color pencils, gel pens. What else? I think I used Lyra Aquacolor in some pages, and I used acrylic paint. Excuse me. This is probably my favorite page out of the whole book. I think I just like the color scheme of it. But yeah, I just didn't like the paper, and I think I was just getting tired of this book. Not saying I didn't, have fun doing it with the group, but I just found that this is not my cup of tea. These types of books, and so yeah, I just ended up giving the books away. But I went ahead and did it. I mean, it's a challenge, and I took the challenge, and I was able to finish this book. I think you can kind of tell if I'm enjoying a book or not based on how I'm coloring it. And although I did try to do my best in this book, I just didn't like it. But that's okay, because we all have books we like, and we all have books we don't like. And even though it's a book I didn't really care for, I did try my best to make the pages look really nice. Considering the paper. The paper is horrible. The paper is horrible. But that is Nice Little Town 10 by Tatiana Bogima-Stolova. Another book I completed was this 40 coloring pages by Sunlife. This one is book number 9. This is just a color by number. Again, another mindless book, like mindless coloring book that I completed using alcohol markers. Some of these I use the star method to color them. You can see here. These are really fun. I like Sunlife Drawing. Again, the paper in this is not the best paper either, so I just did what I could. But these are always fun. Again, when you just don't feel like thinking about what you need to do, just grab a color and go. That's my the fun way of coloring for me, if I just don't want to think about what I'm doing. So I did complete this whole book, even the pages, the extra pages in the back. And those ones got tedious for me, because I was like, oh man, I'm done with this book. Why are you putting so many extra pages in the back? Because for me, a book is not complete unless you color every page in the book. Even the ones, in the back. So these are the one color. So I tried to stick with one color, ran out of a marker. I hate when that happens. So when it said one color, I tried to just do it, but then I decided not to. Marilyn Monroe. We have a wolf there howling at the moon. This is a gel pen page. That turned out really nice. This is a little bear. So yeah, just one color, just chose a color and just went for it. Okay, and then These are the extras. And I was like, why are there so many extras? I want to be done. But some of them are really easy to do. Except for this one. I hate this one. But yeah. Some of them I messed up on. Like I messed up here. I was like, oh my gosh. What are you doing, girl? Did not like this page either. Thank you for choosing this book. They were fun to do. So I'm not saying they're not fun. This is a fun book. So that's Sunlife Drawing, 40 coloring pages. Then I completed Autumn Patterns, Color by Number by Color Questopia. And this was my 10th completed book in 2021. So this is very simple coloring, fast and easy. I did watercolor backgrounds for large spaces because I find that when you're using your markers for big spaces like this, it sucks them dry. So I started using watercolor for the backgrounds, or like water soluble crayons for those large spaces. And I think it turned out nice. This one was actually pretty fun to color because I love autumn. And, you know, and I wanted to finish it because I was like, this is so fun. And I'm like speeding through these. I was like, I can finish this whole book. Go for it. Let's just do it. So I ended up just doing it. Yeah, so nice black background, color by number for autumn. Very easy, very simple, kind of larger print for those people who like larger print. This is a larger print. And then, of course, you get bonus pages, which I didn't mind doing because these were actually pretty fun. So yes, I do the whole book. If I'm going to complete this whole book, I'm doing the extra pages. So when I choose one, I go back there and look, say, hey, do you want to color that? Nope, then don't choose it as a whole book to finish. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and that's it. All right, and that is Autumn Patterns, Color by Number by Color Questopia. The 11th book that I finished coloring was Enchanted Christmas by Teresa Goodrich. So this is another Teresa Goodrich, which is okay because this book was so fun to color. I love Christmas, y'all. When this one won, I was extremely happy. So this is completed in December of 2022. And I had to actually spiral bind this book because it was falling apart and I wanted it to be easy to color. So I did it myself. And I had so much fun in this book, y'all. This book was so fun. I was enjoying doing snow and just picking all of these different sparkles and Christmas colors to use and just having some Christmas fun all year long. Love this page. And just, you know, coming up with different Christmas color schemes is pretty hard because, you know, the traditional colors, right? We all know those. But, like, thinking outside of the box, you know? What other colors can you use for Christmas? Now, this one I experimented with doing snow with purple instead of blue. And I do like that effect as well. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. This one was fun. I did the watercolor background. She was lots of fun. Traditional types of colors here. Lots of sparkle. He was fun. He was so fun to do. I love the traditional red and green, y'all. I really do. So cute. Look at the kitty cat. So as you can see, some of the colors changed. But then you'll see that I go back to greens and reds because I like it. This is more like turquoise and reds. The mermaid. This one I did with pointillism. The whole thing is done in pointillism. And I had a blast doing that. If you don't know what pointillism is, it's just where you're shading and coloring in with dots. As you can see, all dots. Just dots. And that was so fun. This one, I love this one too, because then I went with burgundy. So still red and green, but a darker red. We have our pink, peachy pink tree. We have horses. I'm not so good at coloring these animals. They got colored pretty nicely though this time, considering. We went with a purple theme here with a watercolor background. We have red and blue. Did I do this one in... I think I want to say I did this in July. But I did that. And then we have our beach Santa with the nice yellows and oranges. And then I went back, y'all, to red and green. Oh my goodness. I just had tons of fun with this book. And instead of the red truck, I did a blue truck. And he was nice and fun to do. And that was the end of that book. That page came out. Let's put that back. And that, again, was my 11th coloring book completed. And that is Enchanted Christmas by Teresa Goodridge. And my last completed coloring book that I just completed this year is Matchbook Mouse, an autumn coloring book by Morgan O'Brien. And this one was so fun, y'all. I love autumn. This one was completed in April of 2025. So we will flip this. I did a white mouse all the way through with a pink hat. So he doesn't change, or she doesn't change at all. I just had so much fun keeping that color scheme for the mouse throughout this whole book. I will be showing the completed pages for first or second quarter, which will have some of these pages in here. So will be getting a sneak peek. I'll show those again, unfortunately, at the end of this month. But you're seeing the whole completed book. I love Morgan O'Brien's art style. I love how everything's in this circle. Makes it nice and fun and easy to do. You can get crazy with it, or you can go simple with it. It's really up to you. And so some of my pages are simple. I did a lot of playing around with the leaves, because I really love doing autumn leaves. And there's so many different ways you can do them. So just kept it fun and bright and cheery. Even though it's autumn, I just kept it fun and bright. I played around with doing light. I was like, you know what? I never try to do that. So I did it, and I think I accomplished light shining on him, and I'm really happy with that. These are the pages that I'll be showing at the end of the month, but you guys can see them now. Again, very simple, but bright. Love him eating a cinnamon roll. I love that. It's super cute. I did some work with the patterns here using gel pens. I just love these leaves. And then these, I forget what these little seed pods are called. I added some sparkle on those. So cute. This is a cute book. And that is my 12th completed coloring book. Currently, I am working on completing 2 more coloring books this year, which will be Tales of the City Among the Stars, which I'm doing with my coloring group, T's World of Adult Coloring on Facebook. If you're not a part of that group and you want to color that book with us, come on over. Kind of select about 6 pages per month for people to work on it, on their own pace. It is there are a lot of pages in that book. And so in order to complete it, we have to do that many per month. But if you're not someone who wants to complete the book, but you like to do some buddy colors in that book with us, then you can just pick and choose the ones you want to do. And then, color those with us. When I do post them, I might say something like, hey, try to color a few of those pages in monochromatic, or try to color grayscale with a pop of neon, or try to color one with only using, this color or that color, or, color schemes and things. So we're trying to have fun with it. So if you're interested, come on over to T's World of Adult Coloring on Facebook and join the group. And those are always posted at the beginning of the month. Another book I'm trying to complete is Annie Day's Soft Living, the first one. And that one's coming along quite well. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video of me sharing all of my completed coloring books I've done since 2018. If you did, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed and you'd like to become a part of the Beautiful People family, I would love to have you. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. And y'all, that's all that I have. Until next time, take care.